Inside the Hennepin County Jail, Nate Johnson's free writers class has a special guest.
This isn't the end of the line for you.
Sheriff Dawanna Witt. A few weeks on the job, it's not unusual to see her here, but what might surprise you is what she says.
I was that person who was afraid of the police, saw my brother's butt get kicked many times by the police.
It's why she says she never expected to find herself in a uniform.
What led you to law enforcement?
You know, I used to tell people it was an accident. I do tell people this is my purpose. Cindy?
If there is a conventional path to law enforcement, Sheriff Witt is far from it. Growing up in South Minneapolis with her 4 siblings, drugs and violence were always nearby. By age 15, Dawanna was a mother.
I saw myself as a statistic.
As a teenage mother?
As a teenage mother, as someone growing up in poverty. My mother had a drug addiction. My father was an alcoholic.
And with that environment came a very early mistrust of police.
A man was shot. He was shot by the police, actually. And I could have been all of 4 or 5 years old.
But 24 years ago, something changed when Sheriff Witt, then working for a nonprofit, happened to take a tour of the jail.
At the end of that tour, they talked about how they needed women in the field and women of color.
She applied on a whim and got hired as a detention deputy. That's when her views started to shift.
I started having more encounters with law enforcement, men and women, and getting to know them as individuals. You know, my barriers that I had, they were falling.
Over the next 2 decades, she worked her way up through the ranks. Then, in January,
according to the law and the best of my ability,
Sheriff Dawanna Witt became the first woman to lead her department and the first black female sheriff in the state of Minnesota. A milestone that's all the more meaningful when you consider where she is.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
Hennepin County, the very county where George Floyd was killed. The street where he died was just a block away from the community center where Sheriff Witt grew up.
You watched that video along with the rest of the world.
Yes.
The big difference, of course, is that you were watching it happen in your own community.
That was probably one of the most difficult times of my entire life. It ruined a lot of things that had been done to make this profession better and to bridge the gap within communities.
She says the hits came from all sides.
People would look at me as a black woman, as a black person in a uniform, like, what are you doing? You know, being called names from traitors to Auntie Tammy instead of Uncle Tom.
These were fellow black people that would look at you and wonder why you were in law enforcement.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you're on the wrong side. And that's, I'm sorry, I can never talk about this without getting a little choked up. But if people would have just known the story of like what it takes to do this job as a black person and to have people say those things to you, it was hurtful.
Despite it all, she says she never thought about leaving the job.
I knew that I needed to be a person who could interpret, if you will, what people were seeing, because everybody couldn't understand that.
For Sheriff Witt, then a major, that meant talking to people, protesters, face to face, even when other officers warned her not to. A step toward building trust.
That we had a sense of safety and security.
Last November, one of her very first visits after winning the election was the jail. And as she walked among the inmates, Sheriff Witt got a big surprise.
People were standing up and applauding me.
When you walked
and they're
in.
like, that's our sheriff, y'all. You know, I realized that I'm a symbol of hope for some people and hope for change. So I got a lot to live up to, but I'm ready for it.
Just a fascinating conversation with Sheriff Witt. Now, we should note that we did that interview before the news of Tyree Nichols' death rocked the country. She has since, in a statement, spoken out against those officers' actions. Now, in her previous role before she was elected sheriff, she was in charge of the jail and courthouse security. That means that she was the head of security during the Derek Chauvin trial. She talks about just how difficult that period was for the entire city. But she says her philosophy then, as well as now, is I talk to everyone. She says that's how you build trust, and that's something that she says she brings to this role as sheriff. Guys,
What a journey.
Yeah, she's extraordinary, Blayne. What a conversation. I could listen to another 2 hours of that.
Yep.
Thank you for bringing us that story.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.